Alright, so I have gotten a lot of requests to review this show, and I understand why. Because it's awesome. Dexter. Funny, whenever I talk about the show and I say Dexter, people are always like, oh yeah, I know, him in his laboratory. No, not cartoon Dexter. I mean serial killer Dexter. So Dexter is a show on Showtime that's about pretty much a serial killer. Alright, so story goes about 30-something years ago, Officer Harry Morgan arrived on a crime scene. He found a 2-year-old kid. And the kid had seen some pretty messed up shit, but the officer adopts the kid anyway. And then the kid starts being about, 6, 8, 10, 12. And Officer Harry Morgan notices that his adopted kid does weird things like, kill the neighbor's dog and kill rodents. And then he recognizes the kid's gonna be a serial killer. There's no way around it. And so he teaches him, he's like, alright, I will teach you how to kill people and get away with it to keep you out of the electric chair. And I'll teach you a code to live by, aka you only kill serial killers. So now Dexter's 30-something years old, he's all grown up, and he's learned to blend in with society, and he kills killers. In a weird, ritualistic, freaky serial killer kind of way. Which is why he kills people because he needs to kill people. He wants to kill people. He's a serial killer. He doesn't kill people to be the dark defender or anything like that. And so now you have an interesting premise for a show. And I've had some friends who are like freshmen in college who were taking Psych 101. They're like, serial killers don't work like that. It just wouldn't be how it works. They'll be a buzzkill. Enjoy the show. Now, Dexter just finished its 5th season, so there's a lot to talk about. I could really review every season. For the sake of time, I'll give you a general overview of the show and what you can expect when you watch it, because you should. What I like about Dexter is a free individual. We all have emotions and things happen. We have an emotional response to things. But ever think to yourself, like, that would be so awesome if I didn't have an emotional response to things. Like, I only thought with my brain. That's Dexter Morgan. Like, he was at a restaurant with his girlfriend. He has his girlfriend who's pretty much like camouflage to him. She starts growing on him after time, and he sees her as more than just camouflage. But in season 1, she is camouflage. He has to date this chick to blend in because he knows that cops look for single 30-year-old guys who live on their own. And so he's looking around at this restaurant, and he's just like, I just don't get these little mating rituals that people have. And the show's actually really funny too, in a really dark kind of way. It's not a comedy. Whenever I explain the show to people, they're like, is it a comedy or a drama? It is a drama that has comedic moments in it, which I think dramas have a leg up on comedy because comedies, people expect them to be funny because they're comedies. If you have a drama that has really dark, funny moments, people don't expect that shit, and it turns out to be a little funnier. One of the funny aspects of the show is that you can hear Dexter Morgan's inner monologue, you can hear what he's thinking, and then he says the exact opposite of what he's thinking, because he has to say what normal people would say. He can't say what he thinks, otherwise people wouldn't know he's a serial killer. Like, there's this one scene, they're at a crime scene, it's like a Friday night, and his friend Angel, he's a cop on there, he's one of the supporting characters. He's like, what asshole kills someone and makes us work on a Friday night? Dexter nonchalantly just goes, only Monday through Thursdays, that's what I always say. The guy has no idea that Dexter's being completely serious about that. He only kills people on Monday through Thursdays, I guess. I forgot to mention that. Dexter's job, that's important. Dexter Morgan works as a blood spatter expert for the Miami Metro PD. He's this lab geek. No one suspects him of being a serial killer, except for a couple people. There have been a couple people who are like, there's something not right about that guy. And also what I like is that the seasons are really different. Season 4, my favorite. John Lithgow plays a killer in season 4. Holy shit. There are about 3 people I can say that I've seen in entertainment, and I'm like, I actually believe that guy is crazy. Delotion from the Basket Guy in Silence of the Lambs, that's 1. Heath Ledger's Joker in The Dark Knight, that's 2. And John Lithgow in season 4 of Dexter. The 3 craziest human beings I've seen in a movie or a show. And the supporting characters in Dexter, they're great too. My favorite side character has got to be Vince Masuka. For some odd reason, he says the funniest things in the show. He's just a really sick little bastard, and I like him. And his sister Deborah. His sister Deborah's like the deepest of the characters. You see her grow over time. In season 1, she's a little more insecure, a little more not sure of herself. But in all the seasons, she's this really foul-mouthed, crass chick. I like her. So I like the show Dexter, and I like the main character Dexter. Michael C. Hall won a Golden Globe for his portrayal of Dexter Morgan, and he absolutely deserved it. It was like 3 years coming by the time he got it. So can you relate to and like a show about a serial killer? Yeah, probably. Because it's awesome. And it has my stamp of approval. It is one of my top, 2 favorite shows on TV. But if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.